Hey ladies and gentlemen, my name is Alan with the Contractor License School, and this is a video on how to get an engineering, known as an A license, also known as a general engineering license, in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. We want to give you the update, the latest and the greatest just for you. Always trying to make sure you're well informed. The first thing you always got to do is you got to take action. One of the things my staff always says, I constantly use that word massive. So you got to take massive action. Hey, if you want to change your destiny in your future, you got to jump in, you got to go for it, you got to make it happen. Here's the good news. We're here to walk you through those steps. Get into that in a little bit. The second thing you need to do is you need to understand the state requirements. There are 3 of them. First of all, you do have to be over 18 years old or older. You have to have a valid social security number or an ITIN number, and you have to have 4 years of experience within that trade. Now, there are some nuances that will help you out. For example, if you have an AA degree, 2 years of college, that'll remove 1 of those years. If you have a bachelor's, that's a 4-year degree, you'll remove 2 of those years. And if you have a master's degree, that'll take away 3. So then you only have to show and prove the basic 1 year if you have a master's. Now, how do you prove that? Well, I'm going to talk about that in a minute when we get to number 4. Number 3, the thing that you need to do is you need to get into a good school. And hey, you know what? There are a lot of great schools out there. I have seen them. I've seen their stuff, good stuff. I'm going to share with you later on in the video below and at the link above. One of these sites, my guy will put it up there, but it'll be there, and you'll be able to click on it and see why we think we're one of the better schools out there. So please watch that video. But you got to get into a school. Now at our school we have 3 options. We have in-class. We do have in-class. Some schools do not. We also have live stream, and we have which we call online, and we have homeschool. So don't forget that. Number 4, application. So after you go through our school, we are going to prepare you to pass the state exam first try. In fact, we even have a pass test guarantee, so you're not going to worry about that. We're going to walk you through all the steps. We make it super simple. You let us do the heavy lifting, because all we want you to do is study and pass my test. We'll take care of all the paperwork and stuff. Now, the application, we're going to walk you through that, and we're going to help you with that because you know your address. You're going to put that on there. We're going to help you guide that. And so what you're going to do is you want to get that filled out ASAP whenever you get into a school. And really important is that certificate of work experience. Okay, we're going to provide that for you. What is that? That's where you take to a licensed contractor, or even potentially a homeowner, or a boss, tenant, or even a co-worker who works in the same industry or businesses that you have. Now, the best scenario is the owner of the company and or the contractor on that particular business that you're working at. Those are the best scenarios, but either way, we're going to walk you through and make sure all your stuff is set up correctly, I's are dotted, T's are crossed, so we can get that application in. Once that application goes into the state, you're not going to hear anything from them at all for about 6 weeks, okay? Sometimes people get impatient. I get it. You send it off. I sent it 2 weeks ago. Where is it? They'll be in touch 6 weeks. After that, you're going to get an email, unless you wrote your email poorly, and then they'll probably send you a letter. So write that email well in the application. We'll double check that. If we can't read it, they can't read it. But here's the thing. You're going to get that email. It's going to give you all the necessary information and the next steps for setting up your exam. Basically, all you do, bring it back to us. That's what you pay us for. We're going to help walk that through and secure that date, okay? After that, you're going to show up at the exams. So you turn in your application, you hear back from the state 6 weeks later, you schedule your appointment to take your exam about 4 to 6 weeks out, and then you go take the exam. Of course, you pass the first try, so that's not going to be a problem. Now, when you go to turn on that application, don't forget, you do have to own a business name, okay? So you have to either go to go as a sole proprietor and buy that name at the county recorder's office. It's about $100, $125, or you can get a corporation. I do not recommend LLCs in California. I do recommend LLCs in other states, but California has some particulars with LLCs. The first thing is you have to have 2 surety bonds. You have to have a $100,000 bond. And you also have to have general liability insurance before the state will allow you to put a license under an LLC. The LLC is the only one that requires that, and your S Corp, you save more on taxes in an S Corp than you do LLC. We'll drop that video down below in the description as well, so don't forget to take a look at that, why I recommend a corporation, which we do. So then you take your exam, you pass the exam first try. Some of you, most of you are going to be taking the law and business and the trade. Others of you are just going to, if you're doing a specialty D license or a C61 license like tree trimming, you just take the law and business exam. There is no trade exam for you. And you could actually go to our website, contractorlicensenow.com, go to the About Us and hit classifications. You can see all the classifications and what it takes to secure that license. Now, speaking of classifications, because we're talking about the general engineering, in fact, let me just read to you off of our site at our Contractor License Now or contractorlicenseschool.com. Both of them go to the same place. A general engineering contractor is a contractor whose principal contracting business is in connection with fixed works, requiring specialized engineering knowledge and skill, including the following division or subject. So you got to know this: irrigation, drainage, water power, water supply, flood control, inland waterways, harbors, docks, and wharves. You know what a wharf is, right? It's out there by the ocean. Shipyards and ports, dams, hydraulic projects, levees, river control, and reclamation works. All this is right on our website. You can go through the whole details. I'm not going to go into all the details here because it's quite lengthy. But in order to get that general engineering license, you literally have to have experience in all those things I just read and more. So again, see that at our website, okay? We'll put a link down there for the general engineering in the description. Also, the next thing is, after you take the exam, you're going to pass that exam first try. We have a pass test guarantee. That's why you see that asterisk right there. You're going to come back, you're going to get a packet, and you're going to bring that packet to us, and we're going to help walk you through that, because there's a variety of things you have to do. You have to sign the waiver of workers' comp. If you don't have employees, you're saying, I do not have workers' comp. I don't need it because I don't have employees. Obviously, there are 5 trades that do. We'll talk more about those later. The other thing is you also, you're going to get your general liability insurance waiver, so you got to sign that, and that says that you do not have general liability, of course, unless you're getting an LLC, because that's required for an LLC, but not for the other ones. And that's the basic packet. We take that packet, you put your money in there, the $200 for your next fee, and you send that off. The first fee is during the application process. That's $450. You're going to send that off. During the second phase, after you pass the exam and you turn in that pass exam packet, you put in the $200 if you're a sole proprietor, or $350 if you're a corporation, and it goes off to the state, and then they process the final portions of your application, and they send you your handy dandy contractor's license in the mail. The next thing you have to do while you have that packet is number 7. You got to go get your bond. That's with an insurance company. You can actually go to services on our website, go to insurance, call my guy. He's going to take care of you. He's already ready for you. You can get your fingerprints done. You go to any sheriff station or UPS, and you'll get your fingerprints, send it off. That's all good. And so that's what is basically in that packet. The 8th thing and final thing is this. That is the BAM, ladies and gentlemen. I can't emphasize this enough. As a serial entrepreneur that owns several businesses, you have got to do your branding, your advertising, and your marketing, because during economic downturns, people find you online. Word of mouth dies during economic downturns, which we have about every 12 to 15 years. So just know that you want to build your business for success. You want to lay down that foundation. You want to be able to build it to grow and scale, right? Finally, I just want to give you a couple of the benefits, but you can check down there in the description. 1, we are going to help you after you're done with our school to generate leads. Read the description on how. Okay, the second thing is we're a resource to you. We want to be able to stay involved in your business and in your life as you grow and scale, and we can participate by helping you with advice and things like that. And finally, we do have that pass test guarantee. So ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it in a nutshell. That's what you need to know. You want more details, give us a call or shoot us an email, and we'll be ready there to respond. My name is Alan, Contractor License School. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.